about the mess. I kind of crashed here really tired yesterday after a full day of filming here in Gothenburg. But before I head outside today, I wanted to share some thoughts with you about something I've decided to remove from my Becoming Swedish bucket list. It's a bit of a controversial move for me, and I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people about this. As you may know, the Becoming Swedish bucket list was crowdsourced, so through social media, different Swedes from around the country and around the world added things to the list. And one of those things was to go to Thailand. I've noticed since I've lived here that Swedes love to take these winter vacations, to take a jet over to Thailand and get a bit of winter sun, and this task has always felt a bit strange for me, because on the one hand a lot of Swedes love to get some winter sun on the other side of the world, and on the other hand Swedes have always seemed so kind of environmentally minded to me. So these two kind of ideas clashed, and I don't think they're necessarily two different aspects of society. I think you will have a lot of people that are environmentally minded on a day-to-day basis, but would also like their winter sun, and I can completely understand that. But I've decided, for the purposes of this project, that I'm not going to go to Thailand. I'm going to travel quite a lot over the coming months, but I've made a decision that's going to be within Sweden. So I have trips planned up to Dalarna, to Kiruna. Today I'm here in Gothenburg. So I'm going to make the best use of this fantastic rail network that you have here in Sweden. And yesterday was my first time on one of the kind of long distance fast X2000 trains that they have here in Sweden. And it was a really pleasant experience. And for most of the journey, I recognized somebody that was in the same cabin, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And after a couple of hours, I realized that I was sharing a cabin with two stars of a TV show that I've recently been watching. This show is called Storuman Forever, and it's about a couple. One is a world champion in arm wrestling, the other is a world champion biathlete, you know, the shooting and the skiing. And the two of them have embarked on this life up in Norrland, where they're from, to try and live a fossil-free life. And it's all about the challenges of building a life around using less or using no fossil fuels. They, amongst other obvious Swedish celebrities like the now famous Greta, have been big inspirations for me since I've moved here to Sweden. I quite sheepishly tried to speak to them for a few minutes before I left the train, once I've recognised them and told them that they have been a big inspiration for me in trying to reduce my fossil footprint. But that also I'm going to be trying to travel more by train this year. And it's a tricky one. I read a great article on the local Sweden recently. It was asking international people here in Sweden what they thought about this new trend in Sweden to try and take vacations by train rather than by plane. And it's always very tricky for people like me that come from other countries, because on the one hand, I want to reduce my fossil footprint and fly less. On the other hand, I really want to see my family, and I want my family to visit here. So there's this kind of tension of values. So I think it's fair to say that a lot of international people here in Sweden, even though they try to fly less, there will be a lot of occasions where people will have to fly to the other side of the world simply to see their family, because that's how migration works. So this was just a short video before I head out into the glorious Gothenburg sunshine. It's shining today. It wasn't shining yesterday. It got nice and wet. So this is just a short vlog to say Thailand is off the list. I'm going to try as much as possible to travel more and more by train in the coming months. It's not always going to be possible, but hopefully I can do it as much as possible. So this is Thomas Sprague Nilsson for Becoming Swedish, not going to Thailand.